instruction of 15th-year head coach Matt O'Brien, assisted by Jimmy McSorley and Micah Gabler. Kansas Wesleyan comes out in the all-white home jerseys with the gold numerals trimmed in black. Meanwhile, for Southwestern, leaning into the black and white look tonight. All black jerseys, white numerals, no trim. And already our first interesting development of the night, as the officials have been having a very lengthy conversation about something at the scorer's table here. And we're going to walk over and have a quick conversation with each of these two coaches about whatever this is. And I guess something not the same in the official scorebook as what was given to the officials before the game began, but whatever it is, I think they're going to let him correct it and move on, and we are ready to get this one underway. Thurbo Belay and Zach Hidalgo in the jump circle for their respective teams. Lead official joins them, ball's in the air, and we are underway as the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes control the opening tip. They will work from right to left here at Mabee Arena, looking to strike here first. Jun Murdock dumps the ball off top of the key here to Thurbo Belay. They will get it back to him here as he wants to drive to the inside. Goes right to the cup, count it, and one. And it's the first foul of the night for Zach Hidalgo. Belay took that shot from the block, and you don't usually see him pull from there, but it's an and-one opportunity to start this game.
Yeah, nice quick trigger there from Thurbo Belay, backing down Hidalgo and just making it difficult on him, and are able to get the basket with the contact.
Belay sinks the free throw. Here comes Kevin Clark, him against Jun Murdock. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch all night long. Here it's Andrew O'Brien who steps to the inside. He'll be guarded now as he pulls it out here, gives it back to Clark, splits a double team, puts up a floater, and gets it to go. Bucket there for Kevin Clark, makes it a 3-2 ball game. Coyotes lead with the basketball.
Yeah, Clark's just showing his ability to create baskets already. Nice teardrop floater as he splits the defense.
Kansas Wesleyan brings the ball across the timeline. They get it off to Isaiah Hale on the left wing, working the ball around the perimeter. Now to Murdock. Dump it off on the block. It's poked away. And the Coyotes keep here with 14 seconds left to shoot, trying to find Little John down low, but it was Jarvis Jennings who got a hand on it.
Yeah, Jarvis Jennings, good hustle defense there, taking away that backdoor cut from Little John.
Coyotes throw the ball in here, pump fake on a three. Isaiah Hale gives it up, thought about getting it back, but Little John's got it on the block. Alex Littlejohn pulls up and kisses it off the window for two, and the Coyotes lead it 5-2 here early on.
Nice riser jumper there from Little John, using all of the glass.
18:41 left to go. Pull-up jumper the other way. Left it short. Belay pulls down the rebound, and Kansas Wesleyan will bring the ball back up the floor here with Little John. He's got it on the right wing. Penetrates to the inside. Shot is blocked, but a foul is called, and that is likely going against Andrew O'Brien. No, they're going to call it on Jarvis Jennings away from the ball. And it was contact on the shooter. Little John will go to the line here for two.
Yeah, Hidalgo able to get a hand on the ball, but Jennings picking the body of Little John, able to draw the foul, but Little John unable to cash in on that first attempt.
Second free throw coming here for Little John. Stares down the rim, pulls up, and knocks it down. So it's a 6-2 lead for the Coyotes with 18:30 left to go. Southwestern with the ball. They will bring it up here with Jarvis Jennings. Jennings finds O'Brien, hands off to Clark at the top of the key. Clark wants to accelerate, gets to the inside, dishes this back out. O'Brien took an extra step, lost the ball, and Thurbo Belay turns him over. Coyotes bring it back up here with Little John, who wants to go right to the inside. He's got a one-on-one. Bully basketball. Shot too strong, though, off the back iron. And the rebound pulled in by O'Brien. Quickly back down the floor here to Jennings. Jennings, though, has his pocket picked, but Murdock cannot keep it in play. And that will give the ball here on a baseline inbound to Southwestern.
Checking in for Southwestern's going to be Mason Tyson. He'll replace Zach Hidalgo.
Mason Teason in for Hidalgo. Ball handed off now to Kevin Clark, who goes up, count it, and one. And Kevin Clark doing what Kevin Clark does will have a chance to complete the three-point play and bring his team within one. Clark has been borderline perfect at the line this year, 85%. Misses this one, though. And the Coyotes pull it down with Murdock. Jun Murdock across the timeline here for the Oats. Pulls it out, now gives the ball up here to Isaiah Hale on the left wing. Hale wants to get to the inside, drops this to Littlejohn, left his shot short, and the rebound taken in by Andrew O'Brien.
Everything but the finish there.
O'Brien wants to go fast, has a hand on it here, now dumps the ball off down on the block. This will be fired back out. O'Brien fires a three, that rims in and out, no good. Rebound Easton Hunter, and here come the Coyotes. Boy, these two picking up right where they left off back in early January. It was this kind of game for 40 minutes. Alex Littlejohn has the ball, right free throw line extended, gives the ball up here to Isaiah Hale, who fires a three and buries it. Left wing triple goes down. Coyotes lead 9-4.
Yeah, Hale cashing in with a quick trigger three off of some fantastic ball movement from the Coyotes.
Clark gets it, gives it up now back to Wyatt Bell in between the circles. Clark recollects on the right wing, pulls up from the moon, and it's an air ball miss right to a teammate. They try to get it out, it's deflected away, and Littlejohn has it for the Oats. Coyotes on it, working from right to left. They lead 9-4, 16:30 left to go. Easton Hunter takes a touch on the left wing, drives into the free throw line, gives it up here to Littlejohn. Half the shot clock gone, back to Hunter on the right wing. Hunter curls inside, puts up a tough runner with the left hand right over Wyatt Bell, 11 for Yotes.
Wow, and Easton Hunter, the typical outside shooter with a strong take to the basket with his left hand.
And now we've got a foul on the entry pass. They're going to call that on Thurble Belay. That'll be his first. Didn't even give Mason Teason a chance to touch the ball there, and that's going to prompt Coach Munson to have a word with the official. 16:07 left to go. Baseline inbound coming here for Andrew O'Brien. He'll dump it in. K-Dub fell asleep, and it's an easy runner there for Justin DiMaria. That brings the Mound Builders back within 5. 11-6 our score, 15:55 left to go. Jun Murdock drives baseline, shut off quickly. Now has to pull the ball back out, gets it to Littlejohn in between the circles. Alex Littlejohn hands it off now. Once again, this is Isaiah Hale, top of the key. Back to Murdock, time down to 10. Murdock picked up by Abasolo, drives into a double team. Fadeaway jumper, back iron miss, no good. Rebound contested, will come down into the hands of Jarvis Jennings. Baseball pass thrown ahead, stolen away by Murdock. Up to Littlejohn, throws it down! Timeout Southwestern, Kansas Wesleyan pulls out a 13-6 lead on a little razzle-dazzle transition offense.
My, oh my, Alex Littlejohn with the mega slam.
Baseball pass thrown ahead, stolen away by
Murdock. And Kansas Wesleyan pulling ahead with the hustle basketball in an all-entertaining opening first period here at Mabee Arena.
You love to see it. It was Murdock that stuck the hand out and stole it away, and it was immediately diced up and delivered to Alex Littlejohn for the dunk. But early on in this game, K-Dub has done a good job. They have made Southwestern look uncomfortable on the offensive end. 3 of 6 from the floor, just not settling into their usual game. Kevin Clark has been more heavily involved this time around. He did not attempt a shot for the first 6 minutes of the first game between these two. Southwestern out of the timeout. We'll see what they have drawn up. Here they throw it away, but they're going to say last off the ankle of Jun Murdock, who barely touched it, but certainly did. And it will stay with Southwestern here with 15:15 to go in the first half. Again, 13-6 our score. Kevin Clark picked up defensively here by Littlejohn. Behind the back dribble, gets to the inside. Tough take, no good. And Littlejohn the rebound. Here come the Coyotes.
Yeah, great defense there by Littlejohn against the ever-talented Clark.
Isaiah Hale, head fake, drive, lefty hook, no good. Rebound tipped out, comes down to O'Brien. And Southwestern wants to get out on the run. Trey Abasolo gives up for a transition 3. There's Kevin Clark. And Southwestern, just like that, back within 4, 13-9 our score.
Yeah, Clark showing that quick trigger 3, nothing but net. Nice transition bucket for the Mound Builders.
Coyotes have checked Gabe Phillips into the game for the first time tonight. He'll give the ball up, now get it back in between the circles. Off to the right wing, this is Easton Hunter. Hunter wants to drive, slams on the brakes, has it at the free throw line, tries to get this out to Littlejohn. It's deflected away, ball's on the deck. Southwestern's got it. Here come the Mound Builders.
Wow, what a steal from O'Brien there. Laying out on the court, but maintaining possession to not get a travel.
And Kevin Clark goes the other way and kisses it off the window with the right hand. He went coast to coast. It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, and that guy just operates at a different tempo, Tyler. You just see him speeding with control.
Coyotes trying to bring the ball back up here. They give it to Phillips. An extension to the inside, but he may have spent a little too much effort getting to the inside, got himself out of position, and left the shot on the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, tried to create a nifty spin move, but just lost balance.
Transition 3, Andrew O'Brien. Off the mark, no good. A lot of contact there. We play on. Rebound taken in off the miss, thrown forward to Murdock. Coyotes trying to go the other way. Murdock left his shot short, gets his own rebound. Out to Hale. 3 on the way. Yes, sir! Isaiah Hale buries the tray. Coyotes by 5. 16-11 our score. 3-pointer the other way, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on Isaiah Hale, and that's going to give 3 free throws here to Justin DiMaria with a chance to cut this back down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, and the pace of this game, Tyler, just continues to be light speed with quick transition baskets coming from both ends. Isaiah Hale trying to hustle back and get a block on that shot, but he's going to hit the forearm of Justin DiMaria, who's able to cash in on the first free throw.
DiMaria, 64% free throw shooter on the year, keeps his average alive with a 1-for-2 start, as subs are going to be made here on both sides. Wyatt Bell and Zach Hidalgo are in for Southwestern. Caden Hale is in for Easton Hunter for Kansas Wesleyan. 13:20 left to go. Third free throw, rims in and out, no good. Rebound taken in here by Littlejohn. Coyotes still lead 16-12. Jun Murdock picked up by Wyatt Bell, gets the ball back on the right wing. This is Littlejohn. First time we've seen both of these teams slow down into more of a half-court look, and we've got a foul away from the ball again, this time on Southwestern, as they are going to tag Wyatt Bell with his first foul of the night. It is the Mound Builders' third. Caden Hale, the inbounder, gets the ball to Murdock. Fresh 20 on the clock. Caden will run the play here. Both Hales on the floor, Caden and Isaiah. Hale from the edge of the logo gets the ball to Isaiah. On the baseline, fires it back out here to Murdock in between the circles. Time winding down to 5-4. Jun, step back 3, left it short. Stick back on the way, no good. Rebound still fought for, and ultimately comes down to Wyatt Bell, and here come the Mound Builders. Andrew O'Brien rocks to sleep, gets to the inside, gives it up, and we've got a foul and a wedgie, as Littlejohn will tip the ball out from between the glass and the rim, and the foul is going to be called on Gabe Phillips. It is Phillips' first, it's the Coyotes' fourth, and it's Zach Hidalgo at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, good ball movement from the Mound Builders there, down low. Nice dump pass from DiMaria to Hidalgo, making it tough on Kansas Wesleyan down low.
Second free throw, got them both. So 2 made free throws, trims the lead back down to 2. Coyotes with the ball, working on it right to left. They bring it up here with Murdock. Give it off now to Caden Hale in between the circles, right at the edge of the Coyote logo. Hale wants to pick it up and goes, gives the ball back to Murdock here, 15 left to shoot. Murdock dices to the inside, gets his defender on skates, and rises and releases. A little 8-foot pull-up jumper, K-Dub ahead, 18-14.
Yeah, Jun Murdock operating at 100 miles per hour, but able to stop on a dime and leave his defender in the dust to give himself an open look inside the paint.
Back the other way, Justin DiMaria, now to O'Brien on the left wing. Andrew O'Brien looking for a screen, floats back in between the circles, time down to 10 left to shoot, kicks in the corner, 3 on the way, that's off the mark, no good. Gabe Phillips the rebound for Kansas Wesleyan. Coyotes quickly back up the floor. Caden Hale already with the ball, gets it back now on the other side to Isaiah Hale. Hale from the left wing, drives in from the free throw line, puts up a floater, left it short. Rebound Hidalgo. Here comes Southwestern. Trying to go in transition. They kick this ball across. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. Trey White knocks down the triple, and the K-Dub lead trimmed back down to 1, 18-17 Coyotes.
Yeah, Isaiah Hale, he had a good look on that offensive look right there, but Mound Builders with another defensive rebound and able to capitalize in transition.
Gabe Phillips trying to play a little bully basketball down low, forces a shot, can't get it to fall, and Andrew O'Brien pulls down the rebound. He will run the point here for Southwestern, looking to take the lead. They get the ball back to Trey White, swing it all the way around the perimeter. Now back in the hands here once again of Justin DeMaria. Kevin Clark not on the floor, does not matter. Wyatt Bell drains a contested three, and the Mound Builders have their first lead of the night, 20-18.
Yeah, Wyatt Bell with the quick rising, nice release three.
Here's a jump step to the inside. They will kick this out to the Coyotes to Caden Hale, who takes an aggressive drive and somehow gets it to fall with the right hand to tie us up at 20.
Caden Hale with the Circus Olay shot right there with the double hesitation in the air to avoid the block and somehow able to find the bottom of the hoop.
3 subs waiting to come in at the next opportunity for Southwestern. For now, Andrew O'Brien dumps this off on the block to Hidalgo. They will get it back out here to O'Brien on the left wing. First 10 minutes in the books. O'Brien wants to drive here on Gabe Phillips. Gets his dribble picked up, tries to go back into the body. His shot no good. Little John the rebound, and Kansas Wesleyan with a chance after tying this game to take the lead. Caden Hale wants to go all the way. Puts up a tough shot on the run. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound hauled in here by O'Brien.
Yeah, Caden Hale trying to go back-to-back with a Circus Olay, but just cannot get the second one to fall.
And Andrew O'Brien gets an easy lane, lays it in with the right hand. That'll prompt a 30-second timeout to be called here by Kansas Wesleyan. K-Dub at the next opportunity here will check Easton Hunter and Thurble Belay back into the ball game. On the other side, you can bet Southwestern's going to bring Kevin Clark back into this game. And while we've got a break in the action, let's remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by our friends at Mahaska, JRI Hospitality, Ryan Roofing, and B Wealth. Brooks, in the first game between these two, it took Kevin Clark 6.5 minutes to get his first bucket. Tonight, he had 9 points before we had a chance to blink.
Yeah, Kevin Clark coming out hot, along with other Mound Builders, just playing a solid game. Good defense from both teams here tonight, just making it tough on everybody. Every shot's being earned tonight, Tyler.
Kevin Clark has 9 of the 22 Mound Builder points. 9:27 left to go. Coyotes down 22-20. They will hand it off here to Murdock from the free throw line, kicks it back out. Now they dump it inside to Thurble Belay. Belay from the short block, gives it back up to Murdock. Now gets it back on the block once again. Time winding down, 10 seconds to shoot. Out to Caden Hale, deep contested three. Nowhere near the mark. Mason Teason pulls down the rebound. Kevin Clark will bring the ball up the floor here for Southwestern. Wants to step on the gas and is fouled for his trouble as Jun Murdock is going to pick up his second foul. He's just a handful to guard. He can slam on the gas. He can slam on the brakes. We see him pull up over guys. He's not afraid to go into your body. He can shoot from any range. Very versatile and very dangerous.
Yes, versatile indeed.
Lob comes in. And a foul going to be called on Thurble Belay. K-Dub almost got Southwestern with the 5 count. Instead, Belay picks up his second foul. And just as quickly as he checked out, Gabe Phillips is going to have to come back in to replace him.
Yeah, kind of a ticky-tack foul there. It's a physical game with high-caliber athletes, but Thurble Belay going to have to take a seat.
Andrew O'Brien throws the ball in here to Mason Teason. They will hand it off to O'Brien. 8:57 left to go. Dump it off here on the far block. Going to work here on the inside on Grant Dye. Kicking out for a driving Jarvis Jennings, who lays it in with the right. Give the assist to Damari Gatewood, and it's a 4-point Mound Builder lead. Kansas Wesleyan on the other end. They get it here to Hale on the left wing. Caden Hale slicing to the inside. Gets the ball back out now to Grant Dye, top of the key. Back to Isaiah Hale on the left wing again. Now to Caden Hale, back to Isaiah again. Time down to 10, down to 9. Hale picks up his dribble, drives, and tries a leaner hook shot. That's nowhere near the mark. O'Brien pulls down the board off the miss. Jarvis Jennings already on the baseline the other way. Trey Abasolo, top of the key, gets the ball to Kevin Clark. He'll dump this on the block. That's Mason Teason. Now back out to O'Brien. O'Brien picked up by Phillips. Back to the basket. Fires out top of the key. Abasolo, and he will feed Mason Teason, who dunks it down. Southwestern with their biggest lead of the night, 26-20 Mound Builders.
Yeah, Mound Builders just getting more and more comfortable moving the ball. Strong takes to the basket, and a nice flush there from Teason with the slam.
It's been a 6-0 run since K-Dub tied it at 20. Caden Hale has it right now at the mouth of the Coyote logo. Steps in for a free throw line jumper and splashes it home to bring the Yotes back within 4.
Smooth shot there from Caden Hale, stepping up and just letting it fly with the defense, giving him the opportunity.
Without Jun Murdock on the floor, Isaiah Hale has drawn the defensive assignment of Kevin Clark, 13 on 13. Here it's Mason Teason on the block, going to work on Grant Dye, and lays it in right up and over him to re-extend the lead out to 6, 28-22 Southwestern.
Yeah, the freshly checked in Grant Dye just still trying to get a feel for this ball game.
Caden Hale, step back, can't get it to fall. Rebound Abasolo. Here comes Southwestern up the floor. They fire it ahead to Clark in a full sprint. And Kevin Clark somehow able to lay that in. He had all of his momentum going forward, caught the ball and flicked it at the rim in one motion, and somehow gets it to go down, seemingly because he is Kevin Clark.
Yeah, Clark doing Clark things. Touch all around. Now 11 points in this ball game.
30-22 is our score. Timeout called. Gives us a chance to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by the Bennington State Bank, Pessinger Heating and Air Conditioning, CAD Law, and the Library Sports Bar and Grill. And a couple of guys that are already in a little foul trouble here for Kansas Wesleyan. They have just 16 fouls, but what's big is that 2 of those belong to Thurbo Belay and Jun Murdock, arguably 2 of the most needed defenders in this game.
Yeah, certainly so. Jun Murdock, his ability to stick with any guards in this conference, and Thurbo Belay, his size and athleticism, able to go up against Southwestern's bigs. That's going to be big. They're going to have to really dial it in, and Kansas Wesleyan subs going to have to step up to the plate and perform to their best abilities.
We've also seen on the last couple of possessions, Kevin Clark, I wouldn't say used as a decoy, but he commands so much attention. You get some good off-ball stuff when he's not the one handling it, and they've utilized that to find some mismatches in this K-Dub zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Talented ball club from top to bottom here for Southwestern. And we've seen it with multiple plays coming from different guys.
Kansas Wesleyan will have a chance to answer back. They trail 30-22 out of the timeout, and they get the ball to Gabe Phillips, who will dribble off his foot and out of bounds. Southwestern takes it back on a turnover here. 6:44 left to go here in the opening half. Ball's going to be brought up by Andrew O'Brien. Calls for a screen, takes it himself. Still has the ball, left free throw line extended. Now dumps the ball off on the block to Mason Teason. Teason going to work inside, dishes back out. Now to Trey Abasolo, top of the key. Swinging around into the corner, back to Jarvis Jennings. Ball comes back to Abasolo. He'll fire a 3 and knocks it down. Mound Builders hold an 11-point lead.
Yeah, Mound Builders cashing in and capitalizing on Kansas Wesleyan trying to do help side closeout defense. But Abasolo left wide open and able to cash it in from a left-hand wing. It's
been a 19-4 run here for Southwestern ever since Kansas Wesleyan tied it up at 20 apiece. Here is Littlejohn jumping to the inside. He will be fouled, almost falls into the camera well. And let's see who they tag the foul on. It's going to be called on Jarvis Jennings. That is his second. And it gives the Coyotes a chance to bring Jun Murdock back in for Caden Hale.
Yeah, Littlejohn and Jennings continuing to go at it offensively and defensively. Jennings all over Littlejohn.
Murdock gets the ball into Littlejohn. Littlejohn hands it off, and basket interference is going to be the call as the Coyotes shoveled it along the baseline to Isaiah Hale. Hale goes up for the layup and got blocked. And I think they might be coming to the monitor here to take a look at this. It's going to be close. We have the benefit of having the monitor just in front of us here as well. You want to talk about a 50-50 call. This is going to be as close as they come, Brooks Garretts. And let's take another look here on the stream. As there you see the feed. And I don't know, the referees might have a case there. That one might have been coming back down.
Yeah, quick feed there from Easton Hunter under the basket to Isaiah Hale. Isaiah Hale with a quick putback, but
got another angle here from the baseline. It's one of those that's so close that if you're a Kansas Wesleyan fan, you're just glad it was called basket interference on the floor.
Yeah, one of those you're going to have to look at it frame by frame, and where it's so close, I would have to say that it's going to be hard to find indisputable evidence to overturn.
And there it is. The call is in the basket stands. So basket interference remains the call. And that will fortunately put a stop, at least fortunately if you're a KW fan, to a big Southwestern run. But now they need to get another stop here. Abasolo drilled the three on the last possession. He'll stand in now, get the ball off to Jarvis Jennings, top of the key. Jennings hands off to O'Brien, dices his way into the free throw line, now dumps this off on the block, and Gabe Phillips gonna get whistled with another ticky-tack foul down low. For Gabe Phillips, that is his second. So now Phillips has two, Belay has two, and Murdock has two, with 5:35 to go here in the opening half.
Yeah, Phillips with just the errand reach in there, trying to get around Tyson, but just cannot do it.
And it puts Mason Teason at the line. He gets the first there and has another coming here. Teason, for as big as he is, a good free throw shooter, 70% on the season, gets them both here and makes this a 35-24 Mound Builder lead. Jun Murdock brings the ball across the timeline here for the Coyotes. 5:30 left to go here in the opening half. KW in need of a run here. It's back to being another 9-2 Southwestern run with 5:20 to go. Handoff here on the outside. Isaiah Hale off a screen, fires a three. That's no good. Rebound bounces around. Who touched it last? They say Southwestern. And KW will keep it with a fresh 20 here.
Yeah, Isaiah Hale pulling up for a very contested three there. Makes you wonder if Kansas Wesleyan could have created a better shot attempt.
And now we're going to have a foul away from the ball. And that's going to be the third on Jarvis Jennings. So for KW having a couple of guys in some foul trouble, Jennings, I mean, you got to think his half is done with three. And they will bring Justin DiMaria in to replace him.
Yeah, Jennings, one of Southwestern's best defenders.
And the Coyotes immediately throw the ball in here to Isaiah Hale. Hale twisting, turning, has his shot rejected, and Southwestern wants to get out on the run. Ball's brought up across. They will swing this back to Clark. Smothered three-pointer off the mark, but an offensive board there for Andrew O'Brien. Pump fake Wyatt Bell. Steps in for a free throw line jumper. That's no good. And the rebound, Littlejohn. Here come the Coyotes. 4:47 left to go here in the opening half. Littlejohn all the way down to the block. Double teamed. Dives inside. Puts up a tough shot and draws the contact. So if nothing else, free throws coming for Alex Littlejohn as Andrew O'Brien is going to collect his first foul.
Yeah, Littlejohn and O'Brien going toe-to-toe down low. Littlejohn not afraid of the contact, leaning in for it and expecting it. Unable to get it with the contact, but drawing the foul and cashing in on that first free throw.
Caden Hale comes in here to replace Gabe Phillips. Littlejohn got the first free throw. Another here could make this a 9-point game. And we'll do just that. 26-35. Mound Builders in control of this game. They've got it up with O'Brien. Andrew O'Brien tries to dump it off, and it's another reach-in foul from behind. This time they're going to get Littlejohn. That's his first. And that's been the problem spot for KW tonight.
Yeah, Coach Munson with his palms up to his guys, just kind of errand fouls, trying to reach in on the inlet pass down low to the post.
And another bonus free throw is going to be earned by Mason Teason. It's a dangerous piece to have, a 6'9" center that shoots 70% from the stripe.
Yeah, Teason continuing to be impactful from the stripe for his squad.
And gets them both here to push the lead back out to 11. Southwestern up 37-26. Coyotes with the ball. 4:25 left to go. Murdock gives this up. Pump fake on a three. Isaiah Hale cuts to the inside, gets to the block, dishes back out to Caden Hale in between the circles. Now back to Easton Hunter. 15 left to shoot. Hunter, a drive, goes up hard with the right hand and lays it in on a leaner. 37-28 our new score with 4:06 left to go in the first half.
Easton Hunter with his second strong take to the basket.
Not being left open from the outside, feeling he needs to go to the inside tonight. Here's a miss and another offensive board, this time for Teason. Kevin Clark pulls around, fires a three. Might have gotten fouled in the process too, but either way, he drains it. Can't play much better defense than that. Mound Builders ahead here by 12, 40-28. Coyotes with Caden Hale. Kicks the ball back out here to Littlejohn. Littlejohn trying to go inside, will be fouled. And they're going to call that on Mason Teason. For Teason, that is just his first. KW would love to get Teason in some foul trouble if they can. They did a good job of that the first time these two played. But a clean first half out of the 6'9" senior center.
Clean indeed, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and just continuing to wreak havoc defensively as well. But after that foul, he's going to get checked out. In for him is Zach Hidalgo.
Littlejohn at the line. First free throw is good. He'll earn the bonus himself. 8 points tonight for Alex Littlejohn. This his third trip to the stripe. Second free throw, got them both. Cuts it down to a 10-point deficit for KW to overcome. 40-30, Mound Builders lead with the basketball. Kevin Clark picked up by Isaiah Hale. Works his way to the left, now to the block, fadeaway baseline jumper, left it a little too strong, rebound Coyotes, and here comes Kansas Wesleyan, wanting to get out in transition. Murdock left alone in the corner, can't quite get the three to go. Ball's thrown up here to Kevin Clark. Southwestern wanting to go in transition. They will fire a transition three, that's no good. Caden Hale the board, here come the Coyotes. Hale speeding back up the floor here for Kansas Wesleyan. Wanted to go down low. Littlejohn bottled up, instead goes to Murdock. Murdock from the corner. Baseline drive. Shot way too strong on the reverse layup. But KW will keep it here on their end.
Yeah, off the hand of Andrew O'Brien. Murdock nearly pulling off the reverse layup after going down the left-hand baseline.
Murdock throws the ball in here to Caden Hale. Left free throw line extended. Hale works his way back to the wing. Dumps this off here to Littlejohn. Littlejohn going to work on Hidalgo, rises up and over, gets it to go. 11 points for Alex Littlejohn, 40-32 our new score.
Littlejohn starting to get more and more comfortable down low, nice touch.
And Kevin Clark gonna get fouled on his way to the cup, and that's what I'm talking about. You have to respect him every time he drives, but it's hard to do that without fouling, and he will get yet another guy to pick up his second. This time, it is Isaiah Hale.
Yeah, Kevin Clark with just a quick first step ability, able to put his foot down and get going quick. Isaiah Hale sticking to him well throughout this ball game, but just got a piece of him there.
Well, we talked about it before the game began. Kevin Clark, 85% free throw shooter. He has made 117 free throws this year. Second on the team, Jarvis Jennings with 58. And you see part of why there as Clark gets both to go and pushes the lead back to 10, 42-32 Southwestern.
Jameer Clemens is going to check in for Isaiah Hale.
Clemens' first minutes of the night. K-Dub back to work here. They've got it with Hunter on the outside. Clemens takes a touch, swings it around to Caden Hale on the left wing. Hale back out to Hunter, half the shot clock gone. 2:15 left to go in the first half. Coyotes looking to string together a late run. Littlejohn takes a touch here, baseline extended. Tries a, oh boy, not sure what that was. Somewhere between a shot and a pass, he ends up turning it over. And here comes Southwestern trying to push the advantage. O'Brien out to Abasolo. Now back to O'Brien on the right wing. Guarded right now by Caden Hale, wants to go inside, lost his defender for a moment, turns around, puts up the shot, can't get it to go, rebound Littlejohn. Coyotes back down the floor. Alex Littlejohn to Caden Hale, between the back dribble, comes back to Littlejohn off of a deflection by Southwestern. K-Dub wanting to slow the pace down here just a bit. Jameer Clemens Back to Murdock in between the circles. Jun steps on the gas, gets to the inside, and will be fouled. Jun Murdock going to the line here with 1:28 to go in a 10-point game. And that is the second foul on Wyatt Bell.
Yeah, good strong take by Jun Murdock. Crashing into the paint. Nice hesitation to create Bell to try to jump up and block a shot that was not occurring yet.
Murdock's first free throw is up and good. The next foul will put Southwestern in the double bonus. 9 team fouls against the Coyotes, 8 against the Mound Builders. And a chance once again to whittle this lead back down to 8 if Jun Murdock can get the second free throw to go. Second free throw on the way. Circled the cylinder twice and then crawls through the nylon. So here we go, 42-34, 1:20 to go. Southwestern leads with the basketball. They get it off here to Andrew O'Brien. Now back to Abasolo in between the circles. Abasolo lost his footing, and it's lost out of bounds by Jameer Clemens, who just got sped up a little too much for his own good and boots the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Abasolo trips on his own foot trying to come off a ball screen set by Clark. But Clemens knocks it out of bounds.
Clark is the inbounder here. The ball finds O'Brien, and O'Brien is going to be fouled along the baseline. Easton Hunter will be the recipient of said foul. And Andrew O'Brien will have 2 free throws coming here.
Yeah, luckily only Easton Hunter's first foul of the night.
First free throw on the way, and no good. O'Brien, a 58% free throw shooter on the year. Has 1 more coming up here. And goes 1 for 2 to re-extend the lead back to 9. 43-34. 1 minute left to go here in the opening half. Kansas Wesleyan, 1 for their last 5 from the floor, trying to right those fortunes. Murdock dives inside, shot wild off the mark. O'Brien pulls down the rebound. Andrew O'Brien back down the floor here for the Mound Builders. Gets it back to Abasolo. Now to O'Brien again. Trying to dump this off down low in the paint. Have to kick it back out from Teason. He'll recollect at the free throw line. Half the shot clock gone. Trying to back his way down on Littlejohn. Gives the ball back up. 3-pointer flies. That's no good. And a foul on the rebound attempt, I believe, is going to go on Trey White. If it is on White, and it is, it's just his first.
Yeah, Trey White flying in like a stunt man, nearly landing on the back of Jun Murdock. Murdock had excellent rebounding position, but White did not.
Well, and because Murdock secures the rebound, he gets to go the other way here for free throws on the 9th team foul of the half against the Mound Builders, and he gets the first and earns the bonus. It's been a fast-paced half. It's ground to a halt here near the end. K-Dub chipping away at the line. Second free throw for Murdock is up and good. 3.5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Andrew O'Brien will cross half court here. Would imagine we'll see Southwestern look to run some clock, maybe take a late shot here as Easton Hunter comes out to guard him at half court. O'Brien dribbling around, crosses left to right, 15 left to shoot. Steps back with 12, still standing at half court, hands the ball off. Here's Kevin Clark, he'll be the man to go. Time down to 8, down to 7. Clark wants to go, dives inside, smothered by Murdock, still gets the shot. And a palming call on the Coyotes. Kansas Wesleyan throws the ball in, and they're gonna call a palming call against the Yotes. It's gonna be another Southwestern possession, the final 4 seconds. They get it in, Abasolo misses, stick back Teason, no good. And fortunately for the Coyotes, that's gonna bring the halftime break to a close. But Southwestern showing off why they're the number 9 team in the country. They lead the Coyotes 45-36 here at the halftime break. We will step away. Halftime is next here on the Coyote Sports Network.
It takes hard work, passion, and drive. It takes retraining your mind and your body. what you do, you can't be stopped. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, here to get you back in the game.
Yes, Lord. Happy. We gone. That's it. Stay low. I feel. Yes, Lord. Happy.
At JRI Hospitality, we believe that food brings people together. Our guests receive that one-of-a-kind experience they can expect time and time again. Our team specializes in restaurant ownership, franchise.
Courtney Beers. Eden Schilder. Samantha Espinoza. Kyla Moore. Ella Schmidt. Kylie Harris. Marty Stricker. Emma Massey. Sarah Gerard. Riley Sertan. Adrian Massey. Corey Arnold. Joey Russell. Kylie Boo.
played this well as far as the chess match element of this game.
Yeah, they absolutely have.
So again, 45-36 is our score here at the halftime intermission. We will step away, but when we come back, we'll take a look around at other happenings in the conference on our Schwann's KCAC scoreboard. That is here when we return, but here at the intermission, 45-36, Southwestern in the driver's seat here on KINA. Welcome back in here to Maybe Arena. Tyler Henry alongside Brooks Garrettson. Time now for us to take a look around at other happenings in the KCAC. And normally, I would report that we've got a full slate of women's finals to pass along to you. But as we approach, and as a matter of fact, we get into the 8 o'clock hour, there is still one game in progress, and that sees York leading Evangel 79-78. Now that's critical for a number of reasons. With 38 seconds left to go, York knocks down a free throw. They now lead 80-76. If they can hold on and get the victory over Bethel College, puts the Coyotes in a slightly better position moving forward. But all that to say, York still in progress right now, up 80-76 on, actually, quick correction, on Bethel College. Elsewhere in the conference, Oklahoma Wesleyan knocked off Avila at home earlier tonight, 57-50, the final in that one. Sterling went down to Evangel, and K-Dub did not get any help there as the Valor defeated the Sterling 85-70. St. Mary took it to McPherson on the road, 93-58 was the final down in McPherson in favor of the visiting Spires. Bethany got a big home win, 74-46. They did that over Ottawa after holding the Braves to just 16 first-half points. And in the other final that came in earlier tonight, Tabor knocks off Friends 61-45 to get the win on the women's side. Here, it was Kansas Wesleyan who defeated Southwestern with a new high watermark in the offensive column. 89-74 was the final of our women's game. Kansas Wesleyan picks up another big win. Got a couple of men's finals to pass along to you. Oklahoma Wesleyan make sure that the chalk will start to hold here at the top of the conference. They knocked off Avila in Oklahoma 68-53. Evangel picks up a win over Sterling 82-60. The Valor get the victory. They move now to 14-6 overall. Kansas Wesleyan comes in tonight at 14-4 for what that's worth. Elsewhere in the KCAC, got a couple of games that are in progress right now. St. Mary on top of McPherson 55-39. Bethany at home actually holds a 10-point lead in the second half over Ottawa. They are up 46-36. And in the only other game going on right now, Tabor is up on Friends. That game's still in the first half. 39-33 is the lead for the Blue Jays. We will step away one last time, but when we come back, it's the second half of this one. K-Dub down to Southwestern, 45-36 on KINA. Welcome back in here to Maybe Arena as we get the second half underway. Southwestern working on it from right to left as we are just underway. 45-36, the lead for the Mound Builders. All 10 starters return to the floor. We'll get them here in just a moment. But for now, Andrew O'Brien hands the ball back off here to Jarvis Jennings, who takes a jump step to the inside with 8 seconds left to shoot and travels with the basketball. And with that, let's quickly meet the 10 players on the floor. For Southwestern, Andrew O'Brien, Trey White, Jarvis Jennings, Kevin Clark, and Zach Hidalgo. For Kansas Wesleyan, Easton Hunter, Jun Murdock, Isaiah Hale, Thurble Belay, and Alex Littlejohn. Murdock steps in here for a free throw line jumper. That's off the mark, but the offensive rebound comes down to Alex Littlejohn, who turns around and drops it in clean as ever from the baseline. And the first bucket of the second half belongs to K-Dub, 45-38, our new score. Trying to go all the way in himself, though, and quickly responding is Jarvis Jennings with a little Euro step in the lane and getting the 2 points back to the Mound Builders very quickly. Coyotes have it once again with Murdock. Steps into the free throw line, kicks this out. Alex Littlejohn buries his first three-point take of the night.
Alex Littlejohn coming into the second half, starting off hot with the first 5 points of Kansas Wesleyan.
Coyotes back within 6, 47-41, 18:38 left to go. Ball's handed off here on the outside, back in the hands of Jarvis Jennings. Jennings wants to drive again, takes a tough runner and knocks it down to restore the 8-point lead back to the Mound Builders, 49-41.
Yeah, tough indeed. Thurble Belay with a hand in his face, but Jennings still able to bring that home.
Doing all of this, Kevin Clark has not touched the ball yet here in the second half. Thurble Belay wants to get fancy in the post. Can't get his shot to go, though. Tried to go up and over. Andrew O'Brien pulls down the rebound. He'll run the floor, looking to get the ball back out. Will do so now to Jarvis Jennings in between the circles. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Remains an 8-point lead here for the visiting Mound Builders. They've got it here with O'Brien, who kicks this out. Three-pointer flies off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped up in the air, still being fought for on the baseline. And a jump ball called as neither guy could wrestle it away from the other. The arrow does point Southwestern. So K-Dub takes the arrow, Mound Builders take the ball. And the Coyotes bring it up here. Actually, I said that in reverse. K-Dub takes the ball. Mound Builders get the arrow. And the Coyotes have it on the right wing. Now back to the top. Round to the left wing. This is Murdock. Murdock dumps the ball off here to Littlejohn. Littlejohn has a matchup he likes. Will go right at the cup and get it to go. As the 6'6" forward gets that in over the 6'2" senior Jarvis Jennings.
A good strong take there from Littlejohn, just using all of his length, getting up in vertical, and able to teardrop it in, rattle in home.
Wyatt Bell dishes off again. This shot underneath, no good. Kevin Clark has still not touched the ball here in the half. And a travel is going to be called on Southwestern. You wonder if this is intentional, if they're trying to maybe get K-Dub to sag off a little bit and then let him do his thing. Either way, a timeout's going to be called here by Southwestern. It'll be a full timeout. We will take it as well. 17 minutes left to go. Mound Builders lead by 6 here on KINA.
It takes hard work, passion, and drive. It takes retraining your mind and your body. But once you do, you can't be stopped. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, here to get you back in the game.
Timeout was called by Southwestern, independent of any replay review, and then one of our officials came over and wanted to have a long look at something on the monitor, but whatever it was does not appear that it will change anything. And we play on. Kansas Wesleyan with the basketball, 17 minutes remaining. They trail by 6, 49-43. Alex Littlejohn and Kevin Clark, 18 points apiece here in this high caliber battle. Coyotes get the ball top of the key with Thurble Belay. They will swing this now onto the right wing. That's Murdock. Back to Belay in the high post. Down to the low post. Little John through the double team. Lays it in to trim the lead back down to 4.
And Thurble Belay with the beautiful touch pass over the defense into the basket of Alex Littlejohn. And Alex Littlejohn able to go up through the trees and into the hoop.
Mound Builders working from right to left. They've got the ball with Kevin Clark here. Dump it off down low. It's going to be lost out of bounds. Kansas Wesleyan takes back over. A rare misstep there for the number 9 team in the nation. And the Coyotes with a chance to trim this back down to a 1-possession lead.
Yeah, Andrew O'Brien trying to do his best Thurble Belay impression with a good lay-in into his post, but just delivers it too high and it rolls out of bounds. Here comes Murdock on the other end.
Murdock crosses the timeline here for Kansas Wesleyan. He'll dump the ball back off here. They will swing it around to Isaiah Hale. Now back to Belay. Those two playing a game of catch. Now they go down low. This is Littlejohn. He's been cooking tonight. Goes right into the body, goes up, draws the contact. Andrew O'Brien gonna get tagged with his second foul of the night. And Alex Littlejohn, for the 4th time tonight, will head to the charity stripe.
Yeah, Littlejohn just continuing to not shy away from contact and just earn everything he gets down low.
First free throw on the way and good. He's been ruthlessly efficient from the floor as well tonight, 7 of 10.
Checking in for the Mound Builders is going to be Trey Abasalo. He's going to give Wyatt Bell a breather.
Meanwhile, Littlejohn's second free throw is also good. And the Coyotes, just like that, are back within a bucket. 49-47. Mound Builders with the lead and the basketball. Kevin Clark wants to go baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Jun Murdock, who tried to absorb the contact on the drive. That will be Murdock's 3rd.
Yeah, Coach Munson trying to plead the forearm push against Kevin Clark.
Meanwhile, the ball thrown in here to Mason Teason, who goes right to the rack and drops it in with the right hand. Back to a 4-point Mound Builder lead.
That's Teason's 10th point of the night.
Starting to go on the inside. Meanwhile, Kansas Wesleyan, awkward shot underneath, no good there on the drive for Hunter. Rebound Abasolo, and here comes Southwestern. Abasolo runs the point. He'll take it out here from the edge of the Coyote logo. Gets the ball back to Kevin Clark. Clark tries to drive on Murdock. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Tries a hook shot. And somehow knocks it down. 53-47. Kevin Clark's got 20 tonight. Littlejohn takes his first touch of this possession. Puts his back to the basket from the block. Now to the inner paint. Lefty hook shot. No good. O'Brien pulls down the rebound. Here come the Mound Builders. O'Brien gets a lane, kicks back out. Boy, thought he had a seam. That'll lead to a 3-pointer, though, and that goes down for Justin DiMaria. Kansas Wesleyan wants a full timeout to talk it over. Boy, the Coyotes got it down to 2, but just like that, in the flash of an eye, they trail by 9. Back with more when we return on KINA. Kansas Wesleyan cut the Southwestern lead down to 2, and then we blinked, and it was a 7-0 run for Southwestern. They now lead it 56-47. Coyotes with the ball. Final 15 minutes of this game underway. Jun Murdock takes a touch here on the outside. Wants to go to work on Abasolo. Gets the ball back here and now returns to him and drops it in off the feed from Thurble Belay.
Yeah, Thurber Belay with a nice backdoor cut to Jun Murdock. Jun Murdock using that positioning to take advantage and cashes in and off the glass.
56-49, Abasolo takes a touch, gets the ball back here to Kevin Clark in between the circles. Clark calling for a screen, gets it, twirls in the lane, puts it up and drops it in. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Again, he gets the screen, snaps a spin move on, and uses his speed on the bigger Belay.
Yeah, Clark just continuing to show his creative ability and his playmaking.
58-49, back to a 9-point Mound Builder lead. Here's Jun Murdock collecting himself, gets to the inside, count it, and one.
Jun Murdock answering with his creativity and drawing it through contact, drawing the foul on Mason Teason. That'll be his second foul tonight.
Kevin Clark will check out of the game, much to the delight of everybody wearing purple tonight, at least KW branded purple.
Correct.
Southwestern, perhaps in an effort to avoid confusion, rocking the black jerseys tonight with the white numerals. KW in the home whites with the gold numerals. And Jun Murdock at the line. His free throw on the way and good. We'll cut this back down to a 6-point game. Murdock's got 11 tonight. Littlejohn with 22. Kevin Clark with 22 for Southwestern. And a foul away from the basketball here. They were trying to dump that down low, and they're going to get the foul on the guy defending the post. That is going to be the third on Thurber Belay.
Yeah, Thurber Belay trying to get around and knock that pass away from Teason. Going to pick up his third.
Ball comes in here to Jennings, kicks out to O'Brien in the short corner, shovels it back to him, now recollects in the same corner. Back off to Wyatt Bell on the wing, 10 left to shoot, swinging around now to Justin DiMaria. DiMaria drives the inside, lost his handle, comes up hobbling, can't put pressure on that right leg. Meanwhile, KW back down the floor, fires it out here to Easton Hunter. His three-pointer left short, getting back just in time to play defense was DiMaria, and the rebound off the long miss, pulled in by Andrew O'Brien. O'Brien threads this through, three-pointer flies, and that is good for Justin DiMaria. And we have got, I believe, a stoppage in play for the injured Justin DiMaria, who, tip your cap, did all of that while hobbling on that left leg. He got back for the stop of the Hunter three and then gets back down on the other side. And it's now a 61-52 Mound Builder lead.
Yeah, toughness out of DiMaria and just a nice touch from the left corner.
Jun Murdock turns the corner and lays it in. Boy, just hammered the afterburners and lays it in with the right hand, 61-54. But now KW needs a stop. O'Brien's got it. He'll dump this off on the block to Teason. Teason kicks back out. Three-pointer flies. That's off the mark. Rebound, Jun Murdock up the floor to Littlejohn. Littlejohn will slow the pace, recollect the offense, gets it back to Isaiah Hale, top of the key. Now back to Murdock with 12:42 to go. Jun Murdock picked up defensively by Wyatt Bell. Wants to go to the inside, collects the ball this time. Lays it in with the left. It's back-to-back Murdock blow-bys, and it's back to a 5-point game.
Yeah, Murdock now with 15 points, continuing to be more and more influential for the Kansas Wesleyan Coyotes.
Jarvis Jennings dumps the ball back to the block here. This is Teason going to work on Gabe Phillips. Rises up with the right hand, shot too strong. Rebound Littlejohn, here come the Coyotes. KW almost loses it. It's going to be blocked off the glass there as Jun Murdock tried to go again. This time around, he is blocked. O'Brien brings the ball back down the floor. He recollects, head fakes on a three, jumps to the inside, and it's going to be Gabe Phillips who collects the foul. Boy, he went up for a hard block, and he did get the ball, but he got a lot of wrist as well. And we'll send Andrew O'Brien back to the stripe.
Yeah, Andrew O'Brien going to the rim with bad intentions, pulling it back for the windmill dunk, and Gabe Phillips going up with just as bad of intentions with the hard block, but in the process, grabbing the forearm and sending O'Brien to the line. O'Brien unable to cash in on that first attempt, though, Tyler.
It's the third foul tonight on Phillips. And as you said, the first free throw for Andrew O'Brien, no good. Second free throw, he will split the tries to make this a 62-56 Mound Builder lead. 11:55 left to go. Kansas Wesleyan, they've trailed the entire half, got it down to 2, then back up down by 10. Here they give it up to Phillips, back to Isaiah Hale on the left wing. 11:44 left to go. Dump it off here to Littlejohn. Littlejohn, post extended, trying to get to the block. He is shut down. Goes in for a second effort, still fighting, puts up an awkward shot. Oh my goodness, Alex Littlejohn pulls a rabbit out of the hat and will go to the line for the three-point play.
Alex Littlejohn does not care and makes the basket through whatever contact he has to fight through, giving himself another three-point opportunity.
It's the third foul on Andrew O'Brien. Littlejohn misses the free throw. Oh, almost stolen away on the offensive board for Hale. Instead, it'll come down to O'Brien, the offender, who brings the ball back across here. His team still leading by 4. 62-58. Wyatt Bell on the basketball. Back to O'Brien. Shovels it off to Kevin Clark, freshly checked back into the game. Ball poked away momentarily. He gets it back, tries to go behind the back, and they're going to call a foul on Jun Murdock. And I don't know how you can tag that on June. Kevin Clark is trying to play NBA 2K, flipping the ball around his back and all sorts of nonsense. Lost complete control of the ball. Murdock goes for the ball, gets Clark in the process, but Clark did not have possession of that ball. And it's going to be the 4th foul on June, who has to come down and take a seat. That's a huge blow for the Coyotes. Let's see how they respond. Trey White hands it off on the outside to O'Brien. Wants to go inside into the body of Phillips. Misses the shot. And it's going to be last touched by Phillips. It'll stay with Southwestern here for a third chance.
Yeah, fantastic defensive stop there from Phillips. Just rising up and making it really difficult on the mound builder.
Ball comes into Clark. Drains a contested free throw, or a contested baseline jumper. And it's back to a 64-58 mound builder advantage. Clark's got 24 points. Going back and forth with Littlejohn. Isaiah Hale, right free throw line extended, gets his way to the baseline, now to the corner. Dumps this off to Littlejohn again. Littlejohn into a sea of black jerseys, is fouled. Jarvis Jennings will be the recipient of said foul. And that's his 4th.
Yeah, another key player with 4 fouls.
But it's got to be hard for, yeah, I was about to say, Jarvis Jennings would have picked up his 4th foul, except Jarvis Jennings is sitting on the bench right now, and they're going to have to fix this on the scoreboard. It will, however, be the 4th foul on Andrew O'Brien, which is just as well. And the result is the same. Alex Littlejohn at the line, shooting 2. First free throw is good. Thurble Belay returns to the floor for Gabe Phillips for Kansas Wesleyan. Andrew O'Brien, meanwhile, checks out for Trey Abasolo. Mason Teason will come in to replace Zach Hidalgo. Your 5 on the floor for Kansas Wesleyan right now. Caden Hale, Isaiah Hale, Easton Hunter, Alex Littlejohn, and Thurble Belay. Littlejohn's second free throw gets them both. Remember, Littlejohn had his season high 31 points earlier this year. It came against this very Southwestern team. He's got his team back within 4 here. 10:33 left to go. Kevin Clark, now picked up by Isaiah Hale, goes right into him and gets it to go.
Yeah, Caden Clark just continuing to be the backbone of this mound builder team. Now has 26 points on the night.
66-60 our score, approaching the final 10 minutes. Isaiah Hale gets this to Littlejohn, who goes up and under and lays it in to cut the lead back down to 4.
Littlejohn continuing to answer the bell for the Coyotes and reply to Clark's creativity.
And gonna get called with a reach-in foul here on Trey Abasolo, perhaps a little too fired up. Just the second foul on Littlejohn in this game, but K-Dub is in some real foul trouble at this point in the contest, as Abasolo will take it back in. We're inside the final 10 minutes. 66-62. Kevin Clark behind the back dribble. Again, picked up by Isaiah Hale. This time has to dish off to Abasolo. Gets it back here on the left wing. Drives all the way to the inside and drops in a floater before Littlejohn can close out. And the ball rolling to half court will have to be recovered here by Caden Hale and given back to the official.
Yeah, and an awkward landing on that as Kevin Clark goes up and almost lands on Littlejohn's ankle in like a rolling fashion, as if he was tackling cornerback on the sideline. Really awkward there. Little John seems to be okay, though.
Littlejohn and Clark have been trading baskets all half. They both have 28 points with 9:24 to go. Ball comes into Littlejohn here. He's got it from the corner, turns his back to the basket, wants to go to work here on Jarvis Jennings. Tries to force feed that to Caden Hale. It's going to be a turnover, the first on Littlejohn tonight, and an opportunity here for Southwestern to push the lead. Trey Abasolo has the basketball. It has been Kevin Clark's season all second half. He's one of the only basketball players I've ever broadcast a game for. It's hard to describe what he does. He does it all so quickly. Here he gets the ball on the wing, picked up with 10 seconds to go, works his way in, heaves up a contested three, no good. Littlejohn the rebound, and here come the Coyotes, still trailing by 6. Littlejohn hands off to Hunter, dives into the free throw line, gets the ball back to him here on the left wing. Alex Littlejohn all the way himself, can't get the shot to fall. Mason Teason pulls down the rebound. Here come the Mound Builders, once again with Trey White.
And the two All-Stars, Kevin Clark and Littlejohn, both trying to call their own number there, but both unable to capitalize for either team.
Ball back on the block, dished off underneath. Great find. Mason Teason with a no-look pass to Trey Abasolo, who lays it in, and it makes it an 8-point Mound Builder lead with 8:09 left to go. Coyotes have it with Caden Hale, works his way out, left free throw line extended. Now back to Easton Hunter on the left wing. Hunter curls around, looking to call his own number. Fadeaway three, just a little too strong. Rebound is batted away, comes down to a black jersey. Southwestern secures it. All of a sudden, Kansas Wesleyan has not scored on their last couple of possessions.
Yeah, not a bad look from Easton Hunter there, just unable to sink that three.
Abasolo with his back to the basket from the half-court stripe. Caden Hale fights through a screen. They will hand this off. This is Clark's first touch of the possession. Time winding down. He's blocked away. Littlejohn got a hand on it. Those two rarely go at each other because of their positions, but that was the first meeting between the two. Advantage Littlejohn, who comes up with a block. Thurber Belay hands it off to Littlejohn on the other side. He'll fire a three, and he'll hit. Full timeout, Kansas Wesleyan. Littlejohn brings this back within 5 points. He has got 31, his season high. We've got 7:15 remaining, and we've got a brand new ball game here from Maybe Arena. We'll step away for 30 seconds. Back with more when we return here on KINA.
Kansas Wesleyan is an exciting university and a vibrant community.
It offers unique, nationally ranked academic programs, engaging activities, and successful athletic teams.
KWU combines all of these strengths to open doors for your future.
Learn more today at kwu.edu.
Have been the two taking all the big shots here for their respective teams.
Yeah, just two All-Stars doing what All-Stars do, calling their own number, creating plays for themselves or others, and just continuing to pile on for their respective teams.
Southwestern still leads by 5. They've got the basketball up 70-65. They're working from right to left in the black jerseys, white numerals, K-Dub in the white jerseys with the gold numerals. And the ball dumped off here on the block to Mason Teason. He wants to go to work on Thurber Belay. Belay gets a hand up, but Teason lays it in, and it's back to a 7-point Mound Builder lead with 7 minutes left to go.
Yeah, Teason just able to back down and create a better position for himself to make that basket.
Jun Murdock is checked back in the game with those 4 fouls. He'll have to be careful. He takes a touch here, accelerates to the rim, and lays it in with the left hand. And are they going to say and one? They are. Boy, Murdock got a full head of steam so fast. He goes from 0 to 60 in a millisecond. And the foul's going to be tagged on Trey Abasolo. It's his first. Murdock, with a free throw here. and sinks it. 72-68, back to a 4-point game.
And Murdock with an immediate impact coming off the bench after a short sitting out. He's got 4 fouls. Like you said, he needs to continue to be careful.
Not used to being rested at all, I'm sure. Andrew O'Brien wants to go back to tease, and it's poked away cleanly, or so it looked. But they're going to call a foul on Littlejohn. That is his third. For what it's worth, that's going to be the 6th team foul on the Coyotes. 5 team fouls on Southwestern with 6:30 to go.
Yeah, and call it what it is. This official crew continues to call that reach around a foul.
And Kevin Clark is going to knock down another jumper with 2 hands in his face. 74-68. Kevin Clark has got 30 tonight. Here's Murdock going the other way. Kicks this out, gets it back from Belay. Now recollects with Belay at the free throw line. Thurble Belay cuts to the inside and drops it in with the right hand. 74-70. Mound Builders lead with the ball.
Yeah, Thurble Belay slicing and dicing his way between O'Brien and Adaglo.
Ball taken back in here by DiMaria, who somehow knocks down a floater over the much larger Belay. He played that perfectly, but that ball had a good 15 feet of height on the arc and crawls right through the net to re-extend this to a 6-point game. Murdock on the baseline, tries to fire it out. It's going to be stolen away. Jumping the passing lane like a cornerback was Andrew O'Brien. He'll bring it up here for the Mound Builders. Hands off to Kevin Clark. Clark, a crossover in the lane. Dumps this off on the baseline. Tough take, no good. Littlejohn the rebound. Here come the Coyotes, down by 6.
Fantastic defense from Belay there.
Littlejohn, transition 3, just off the mark. We have entered now the final 5 minutes of this game, and Clark will lay it off in transition to Teason for an easy bucket. And a timeout's going to be called here. A 30-second timeout taken by Southwestern, who now hold an 8-point lead. We will take this moment to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Marshall Motors, Money Automotive Group, Advantage Trust, and Sunflower Bank. And Brooks Garrettson tonight, we have seen 2 guys power their teams that when they get cooking, there is no amount of good defense that you can use to stop them.
Yeah, Kevin Clark just continuing to be a leader for his team. He able to knock down his 30th point with 2 hands in his face. And on Kansas Wesleyan end of things, Alex Littlejohn just continuing to power through contact, get points down low, and create other opportunities at the line.
Jun Murdock has got 18 points tonight for K-Dub. Teason has got 14 for Southwestern. So it's not just been those 2, but you look at the bench points, 33-4. That's where Southwestern has outscored Kansas Wesleyan. That's had a lot to do with this. But Coyotes with the basketball. Final 5 minutes. They trail by 8, 78-70. Isaiah Hale from the left wing, now into the high post. This is Belay, wants to go himself, almost got it to go. Just a little too much heat on the shot, and Kevin Clark will walk the ball up the floor with his 30 points. Clark dishes off down low. Mismatch in favor of Littlejohn. Another tough shot knocked down by Jarvis Jennings. He gives up 4 inches to Littlejohn and somehow gets it to go over him to restore a 10-point lead to the Mound Builders.
Yeah, Jennings just a great understanding of spacing and using that fadeaway.
Baseline jumper, pull up for Isaiah Hale, and another miss quick in the shot clock. Gives the ball back to Southwestern with a 10-point lead and 4 minutes left to play.
Kansas Wesleyan needing to create a series of stops here and good offensive opportunities.
Clark dips his shoulder into a double team, pulls the ball back out with 12 seconds, now at the free throw line, curling around like a post player, throws up a prayer of a shot, finally misses one. K-Dub wants to go fast. This is Murdock who draws the contact and will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is going to be called here, the 3rd of the night on Wyatt Bell.
Yeah, great confidence from Jun Murdock. Going to the paint in transition, fearless and in control at high speed, using his ability to hesitate and double clutch and create an opportunity to get to the line.
First free throw is good for June. A swap aside going to be made here. Jarvis Jennings will check out for Andrew O'Brien. Caden Hale will check in for Isaiah Hale. Second free throw for Murdock. He gets them both. It's back to an 8-point game. 80-72 our score. If KW wants to string together a run, they're going to have to string together some stops. That's been the hard part. Southwestern shooting 55% from the floor tonight, 41% from downtown. Handoff to Kevin Clark, picked up by Murdock. Murdock has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Kevin Clark wants to go, picks up a screen, dives now to the inside, puts up a ridiculous shot that almost goes in, but Littlejohn pulls down the miss, and here come the Coyotes. Kansas Wesleyan has it with Littlejohn. Spin move in the lane to the block. Lost his handle, somehow saves it out to Easton Hunter. Hunter wanting to go. KW wanting to pull it out. They get it back here to Murdock with half the shot clock gone. Murdock jump step to the inside. His shot blocked away. And Andrew O'Brien leads the charge the other way. Transition 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Littlejohn again. His 12th board of the night. Jun Murdock back the other way. Final 2:50 underway. Coyotes still down by 8, needing a bucket. Easton Hunter from the left wing. Steps now to the inside. Goes to work on Clark. Puts up a shot. It's deflected. Belay, though, gets the board and sticks it back in. 6-point game, 2:30 to go.
Johnny on the spot. Thermal Belay there for that ever-important putback to stretch the lead down to 6.
Mound Builders likely going to take their time here. They lead 80-74. We've got a whistle away from the ball. And what's this, Brooks?
It's going to be an offensive foul on the stud from Southwestern, Kevin Clark, as he tries to get around Jun Murdock and draws the foul. It's going to be Kansas Wesleyan basketball.
Glad you picked that up. Sorry, I lost it behind coach and the official. I couldn't see what was going on there on the floor, but yeah, so an offensive foul on Kevin Clark, which, by the way, is the first foul of the night on Kevin Clark. It's going to prompt the full timeout to be called here by Southwestern. We will keep it right here. If you're Kansas Wesleyan, you've been in this position, I would say 4 times tonight, where they've made a push to get back in it, and it seems like every time they do, Southwestern plays the good old get the ball to Kevin strategy and let him do his thing. Any strategy on how to attack this guy? I realize it's a silly question to ask. He's one of the best players in the country. He's got 30 points tonight. He averages 27. But if you're Kansas Wesleyan, what do you do to make his life more difficult for the final 2:30?
Well, it just comes down to grit, Tyler. This is a game that's been battled from the tip to the end. We got 2:23 here to go. Southwestern with a 6-point lead, 80-74. But Clark giving Kansas Wesleyan an opportunity to shrink that lead down to 3. Kansas Wesleyan needs to take advantage of this big-time opportunity with a stop of his own foul.
80-74 is the Mound Builder lead. Kansas Wesleyan with the basketball, 2:23 left to go. They will get it into Caden Hale. He'll hand it off to Jun Murdock, and here we go. Kansas Wesleyan looking to pull the upset. Here is the rush to the rim and a right-handed layup. Count it, and 1 for Jun Murdock.
That's going to be Andrew O'Brien's 5th foul of the night as Jun Murdock turns on the afterburners and goes 0-60 all the way to the rim.
And for as much as we have gushed about Alex Littlejohn tonight, Jun Murdock, 22 points. Leaves the free throw short. Littlejohn comes in looking for the rebound. And is this going to be on Littlejohn? It is. That is now Littlejohn's 4th foul, and now KW is in real trouble from a foul perspective. Littlejohn's got 4, Murdock's got 4. Those two tonight have combined for 53 of the 76 Coyote points. And it will send Mason Teason, who has been, like we said, borderline automatic all year long, to the line here.
Kansas Wesleyan student section trying to make it hard as possible for Teason.
Teason gets the first. He will earn the bonus and has a chance to put his team back in front by 6. It was a 6-0 Coyote run. Teason, who again shoots 70% from the stripe, his 2nd, and he missed it. Belay pulls down the board. Here come the Coyotes with 2:10 to go. 80-76, the Mound Builder lead. Jun Murdock steps on the gas, almost lost at baseline, saves it out here to Caden Hale in between the circles. Final 2 minutes now underway. Hale curls off the screen, gets the ball back to Murdock. Time winding down though. Got to get something up. Final 10 seconds on the shot clock. Murdock steps in here with 7 from the free throw line. Aggressive spin move, and he did it again! Jun Murdock, like a magician, pulls the rabbit out of the hat and will go to the line for another three-point play.
My, oh my, the Wichita native Jun Murdock hitting the spin cycle on Kevin Clark and drawing the foul against the help defense, giving himself another three-point chance opportunity.
And this time, he drains that free throw. 81-79, Kansas Wesleyan on a 9-1 run. They've come all the way back from the brink. Now they need a stop. Southwestern, top of the key with Amasolo. They get the ball back off here to Kevin Clark. He goes to the inside. Bobbing and weaving and traveling with the basketball.
Kevin Clark travels into a body of Coyotes, loses his balance and ends up traveling.
So Kansas Wesleyan, after turning Southwestern over on 2 of their last 3 possessions, has a chance now to tie or take the lead. Murdock on it, calls for the screen. He gets it back off to Hale. Caden Hale back to Murdock. Thought about a 3, turns it down, wants to go to the inside. Now back off to Hunter with 10 seconds to go. Hunter behind the back dribble, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Easton Hunter as Kevin Clark went to the ground like he had been shot and will get the whistle and the ball back for his team. Late drama as we enter the final minute and 5 seconds. 81-79 Mound Builders. Kevin Clark with the basketball. He's got 30 tonight. He is picked up by Jun Murdock, who's got 4 fouls. Winding the time down, now he wants to go with 13. Time down to 12. Clark to the inside, and it's going to be back the other way as Jun Murdock, with the exact same move, gets in Clark's way, draws the foul, and Kansas Wesleyan is going to have it back with 49 seconds left to go in this game. Full timeout. We'll step away for 30 seconds. Back with the thrilling conclusion of this one when we return. .50 seconds on the clock, 81-79. Mound Builders with the lead, Coyotes with the basketball. Both teams trading offensive fouls. And for K-Dub, a chance here to tie or take the lead, as this game's only got a few possessions left in regulation, and Brooks Garrettson, one has to wonder if 40 minutes is going to be enough to settle this one.
Yeah, epic conclusion here unfolding before our eyes in an epic battle.
Coyotes get the ball into Murdock. Here we go. Final 45 seconds, fresh 30 on the clock. K-Dub gets the ball on the right wing. That's Caden Hale. Now back to Belay. Almost lost it there, but they do get the ball back to Murdock. Belay takes a touch here in the high post. Does he want to call his own number? Throws the ball away, trying to get it to Caden Hale. That is going to leave a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Kevin Clark will be fouled here by Caden Hale with 23 seconds left to go.
Oh, and a frustrating turnover through just a errand pass, trying to take what just wasn't there.
And a guy who has not seen a free throw he didn't like in his life at the line to shoot 2. Kevin Clark misses the first. Coyotes pull it down. Here comes K-Dub. Shot clock turned off. Kick in the corner. 3 on the way for the lead. No good. Belay pulls down the rebound. He'll pull up from the baseline. Got it! Kansas Wesleyan ties the game with 12.7 left to go.
My, oh my, Thurber Belay with the rebound on the baseline, calling his own number and pulling up from 12 feet and draining it to tie the ball game.
I will have to think back through my memory banks, but I cannot remember the last time I saw Thurber Belay pull up for a jumper at all. Not to say he never does, but that is not traditionally his shot. They're taking a look right now on the replay monitor at something. But now if you're Kansas Wesleyan, you gotta focus up because you've got 12.7 seconds to get a stop and try to send this thing to overtime. And they are taking a look, whatever it was they took a look at, I think maybe as a courtesy, just trying to make sure it was not a three-pointer, which it wasn't close. And we are ready to get this underway. And actually, a quick correction on my part. They're checking to look at the clock. They put a few seconds back up there. 13.3 seconds, all that remains here in this game. But Thurber Belay with arguably the biggest shot of his career. And the Coyotes have evened it up. Here we go. Southwestern gets the ball into Wyatt Bell. Bell hands it off to Abasolo. Final 10 seconds. Abasolo across the timeline. Hands it now to Kevin Clark. Clark for the lead. Airballs the miss. K-Dub pulls it down. Easton Hunter. Full court shot. No good. And we go to overtime. 40 minutes, it turns out, will not be enough to sort it out between these two. And it's bonus basketball when we come back. Coyotes 81, 9th ranked Mound Builders 81, overtime when we return on KINA.
Kansas Wesleyan University's nursing program enables passionate students to become in-demand healthcare professionals. Our $5 million nursing education center features simulation rooms and state-of-the-art equipment that our faculty use to develop students' skills. With several clinical opportunities in our community, Kansas Wesleyan University is the clear choice to start your nursing career. Learn more today at kwu.edu.
It takes hard work, passion, and drive. It takes
.40 minutes in the books, 5 free ones on the board, and overtime is underway. Kansas Wesleyan will take the ball first. They've got it with Murdock. 81-81 our score. Murdock calls for a screen, gets it, working off, wants to dice to the inside now, and a foul called on the floor. And let's quickly set the fouls for you because that matters. Only one player is fouled out of this game. That's Andrew O'Brien of Southwestern. K-Dub has got 4 fouls on Alex Littlejohn and 4 fouls on Jun Murdock. And with that, Jarvis Jennings picks up his 4th as well. Both teams going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. And the first free throw is good for Jun Murdock, which, by the way, gives the Coyotes their first lead since it was 2-0. Second free throw for Murdock, and he got them both.
Murdock now with 28 points on the ball game.
4:37 left to go in overtime. First possession here for Southwestern. They get it off to Wyatt Bell. He's picked up by Easton Hunter. Dumps the ball off here on the block. That finds Kevin Clark. Clark head fakes, creates some space, pulls up for the baseline. Jay can't get it to go, but the offensive rebound taken in by Teasen. Teasen gets the ball out, kick it back around, now on the corner, wanting to dump it off to Teasen down low. And Teason going to be fouled by Thurble Belay, who will join the 4-foul club. He becomes the third Coyote on the floor with 4 fouls. Teason gets the first. He'll have another here. Like I mentioned before, both teams have committed 10 team fouls. So both teams in the double bonus for the entirety of overtime.
Teason 6 for 7 from the line tonight.
Second free throw, missed that one, and Littlejohn skies for the rebound. Coyotes with the ball. They lead by 1, 83-82. Murdock slowly across the timeline, goes opposite the screen, now takes it to the right wing, steps back out, 15 left to shoot, final 4 minutes here. Wanting to go down low, shut off quickly, gets the ball back to Hunter, recollects, time winding down, he's got 7, back to Belay, out to Murdock, deep three-pointer, on the way, no good, but the offensive board taken in, they'll get it back here to Murdock and reset with a fresh 20.
Kansas Wesleyan remaining calm despite the intensity of this game.
Jun Murdock puts his back to the basket, now wants to curl off a screen, gets the ball back here to Belay, time winding down to 7 to 6, Easton Hunter, pull up, jumper, right on through, and Kansas Wesleyan takes a 3-point lead. Caden Hale.
Easton Hunter cashing in off his own offensive rebound to create that second chance opportunity. Nice pull up from the right-hand elbow.
And Caden Hale almost stole the inbound. No surprises here. Kevin Clark's got the basketball with 3:09 left to go. Clark kicks this out. Three-pointer on the way and somehow goes down. Boy, what a shot there for Jarvis Jennings to tie us up at 85.
Yeah, what a shot it was. Soft off the front iron, then off the back, and somehow through the hoop.
Kansas Wesleyan needed a 15-2 run to get back into this ball game. Now looking to put the finishing touches on this one. Caden Hale dumps it off here to Littlejohn. Been a while since he got a touch. Goes right at the cup, can't get it to fall. Rebound Teason, and a chance now for Southwestern to come back down and take the lead. Southwestern without a solo here in between the circles. Half of overtime in the books. 2:25 left to go. He will hand the ball to Kevin Clark here with 15 seconds left to shoot. Clark picked up by Murdock from the timeline, steps forward with 10, puts up an off-balance shot, and that's going to be foul number 5 on Thurble Belay.
Thurble Belay trying to step up and create some help defense, but Kevin Clark, the ever-creative ball handler, able to draw the contact.
And Coach Munson arguing that Clark pushed off there. Clark is close to getting called for a push-off on pretty much everything he does, to be fair, but does not get the benefit of the doubt, and Clark goes to the line and sinks the first free throw. We saw him miss a consequential free throw earlier in this game, which leads you to wonder if he's ever going to miss another tonight.
Yeah, it certainly does. Clark just lights out from the line.
Second free throw for Kevin Clark. He gets them both, and the Mound Builders lead by 2 with 2:13 left to go. Kansas Wesleyan gets the call in. Jun Murdock on the basketball, goes to the left, gets to the cup, drops it in. Jun Murdock slams the nitrous once again, and nobody can keep up with the acceleration. Tie game, 87 apiece. Timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here. Jun Murdock had a slow start to this game. He was saddled with foul trouble, and don't forget, Coach Munson took a risk. He put him back into this game with 4 fouls and 8 minutes remaining. And all he has gotten from Jun Murdock since has been excellence.
Production, production, production. Jun Murdock continuing to show the whole gymnasium his creative abilities and the speed he has to get to the basket and create a bucket or draw a foul. That's another one he has right there. Another just blow-by play straight to the rim.
And remember back to the first game between these two. It was Alex Littlejohn and Jun Murdock who got the job done for Kansas Wesleyan. Well, those two, 31 and 29 respectively, as we enter the final 2 minutes of overtime. Kevin Clark Picked up, as always, no surprise by Murdock. He wants to go earlier in the shot clock than usual. Gets to the inside and somehow finds a seam to drop in a floater and restore the 2-point lead here to the Mound Builders.
Yeah, Clark picking up his 34th point of the night with a nice teardrop finish.
Here goes June the other way, and a foul's going to be called as Murdock, once again speeding to the cup, is going to draw the contact. The question is, who is the foul on? It's going to be the 4th on Wyatt Bell, and it will send Murdock back to the line again.
Yeah, Murdock just realizing the man he's getting picked up by and just making it challenging for Bell, putting his head down and going hard into the paint.
Jun Murdock sinks the first free throw. Coyotes back within 1 with 1:30 left to go. One player for each team is fouled out. 4 players on the floor, 2 aside, have 4 fouls, and Jun Murdock ties this game with another free throw. 89-89 is our score. Kevin Clark will walk the ball across the timeline. You wonder if anyone else will touch it for Southwestern the rest of the night. And Clark is going to get called with the offensive foul again. Lowers the shoulder and pushes Jun Murdock away. And now, did Kevin Clark just get teed up? I don't think he did, but he was in the ear of the official. It's going to be a full timeout called by Southwestern. Again, I don't believe there was any technical foul, but Kevin Clark flirting with fire, because if he got teed up there, his night would be done. He's got 4 fouls now.
Wow, my oh my, Tyler. Another just full throttle drive from Kevin Clark. Jun Murdock able to stick with him and take the elbow to the shoulder. A bit of improvisation from the athletic Jun Murdock, able to convince that ref of it was a push-off. We've seen it multiple times from Clark tonight. Finally called on that one.
Well, and here's the thing. Kevin Clark's got 4 fouls tonight. 3 of them have been push-off offensive fouls. It's something he's been doing. It's something that was brought to the attention of the officials, and it's something that is now getting called. So Clark picks up his 4th, but that's big now, because if it comes down to a final possession between Kevin Clark and Jun Murdock, both guys have got 4 fouls. If that contact's there again, someone is going to be sent away from this game. Neither team can afford to lose their respective guard, but in the short term, tie game, Kansas Wesleyan basketball, 89-89 with 1:26 to go here in overtime. And the Coyotes once again have the number 9 team in the nation on the ropes. Ball thrown into Isaiah Hale, now back to Murdock. He will run the point here for the final minute and 20 seconds of a tie game in overtime. Murdock on the gas, hits the spin move, drops it in, count it, and 1.
Murdock continuing to just go to the lane and make a basket through contact, but he hit the court hard, ladies and gentlemen. Jun Murdock trying to catch his breath.
You talk about putting your body on the line. Murdock has done that. 33 points for the Coyotes senior in a masterpiece. That is his new season high. And Kansas Wesleyan going to call a full timeout, I think, if nothing else, just to give him a chance to catch his breath. Jun Murdock, if you'll recall, was 1 for 7. 1 for 7 from the floor at the halftime break. He had not attempted a free throw. He had 2 points. He's got 33 and a chance to put his team ahead by 3 in the final minute and change of overtime. What a difference a half makes.
Yeah, what a difference it certainly does. Halftime stats are just that, a halftime stat. Jun Murdock able to go into his bag of tricks and make it count when it matters with an outstanding second half and overtime performance, getting himself to the line for another opportunity.
Well, and here's the other thing to remember. Kansas Wesleyan was in real trouble in terms of fouls pretty early into the second half. You're talking about a team that going into overtime had 3 players with 4 fouls. Only 1 player had 4 fouls on Southwestern's side of things. That is now shifted because Kevin Clark, as well as Jarvis Jennings and Wyatt Bell all have 4 fouls. Murdock and Littlejohn have 4 apiece too. But all of that is meaningless if K-Dub can hold on here, and a chance once again for Jun Murdock to put his team ahead by 3 when it matters most. Jun Murdock toes the line. The biggest free throw of the night, and he sinks it. 92-89, 3-point lead for the Coyotes. 1:14 left to go here in overtime. Kevin Clark brings the ball up. 4 fouls for him. He's gotten caught with a couple of push-offs. Dives to the inside and drops it in to bring it back to a 1-point game with 1 minute remaining. Jun Murdock will bring the ball up here. He has been the catalyst of this comeback. Kansas Wesleyan, a 15-2 run to send it to OT. Murdock steps left, now right, back to the basket, half the shot clock gone. He will curl around near the baseline, pick it up with 10, dumping off to Littlejohn. Alex Littlejohn now wants to go. He's in a double team, dumps it off, backdoor cut, Caden Hale layup, Coyotes by 3.
Littlejohn with the ever-awareness to dump it off to the teammate, and Caden Hale with the amazing putback.
On the other side, Clark right back to the rack and drops it in for 2 more to once again trim the lead down to 1. 38 points tonight for Kevin Clark. Another full timeout called. And there's something about him, man. You can't stop him. No one can, but on the other side, no one has had the answer for Jun Murdock. And for K-Dub, it's been a 2-man show tonight, as opposed to the 1-man show that is Kevin Clark.
Yeah, just absolute all-stars on both of these teams. Kevin Clark able to answer the bell time and time again. Just taking the ball all the way down himself. Good handling, nice hesitation, and just able to create a space to give himself a shot. And not just create the space, but make the shot when he creates it. It's outstanding, Tyler.
The other situation you get into now, the shot clock is off for the rest of overtime. Kansas Wesleyan leads by 1, so you got to think for Southwestern, priority 1 is gambling on a steal. Priority 2 becomes, when do you want to foul? Do you foul right away? You feel like you almost have to give yourself the most time possible. And if so, do you risk fouling Murdock? You might not have a choice. The other tricky thing here is you've got 3 guys with 4 fouls right now. Several of them are on the floor right now for Southwestern. If they commit the foul, their night is done. K-Dub will throw this in with Easton Hunter. He will have the right to run the baseline. He gets the ball in here, does so to Jun Murdock. Now in a trap, ball back across to Hunter. Up the floor to Isaiah Hale. Hale still working on it, time winding down, and Isaiah Hale will be fouled with 17.3 seconds remaining. And if that foul is on Wyatt Bell, and it is, his night is done.
Wyatt Bell will be the second mound builder to foul out of this ball game, as he sends Isaiah Hale to the line for the bonus.
Isaiah Hale at the stripe. 2 free throws coming here. Southwestern has to make the sub. They bring Mason Teason in to replace Zach Hidalgo. They already brought Trey Abasolo in to replace Wyatt Bell. And here we go. Isaiah Hale's first free throw, no good. Didn't miss it by much.
Yeah, just short off the front iron and then rolled around for a while and crawled out.
Best he can do here, though, is make this a 2-point game with 17.3 to go. And that's exactly what he does. Kevin Clark has been nigh unstoppable. He'll take the ball in here, guarded once again by Murdock. Behind the back dribble, goes to the inside, looking for the shot, has it poked away. Murdock's got it, and Jun Murdock, like a thief in the night, might have just won this game for Kansas Wesleyan. Oh my goodness.
Wow. All-star on all-star, Jun Murdock dialing up, and just an outstanding defensive performance against the ever athletic Kevin Clark able to just strip that ball from him and get a foul in transition.
First free throw for Murdock, and he left it short. Well, you knew it wasn't going to be that easy. But with one more, he can make it a three-point game with 8.5 seconds remaining. Second free throw for Murdock. He got it. Timeout, Southwestern. You know where this ball's going. It's going to a guy named Kevin Clark, who tonight has got 38 points. He is 16 of 28, but tonight, only 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. And I'm not trying to tempt fate by saying that, but he has not been taking a lot of threes. He has been more of a dance around, get to the inside, maybe get to the line, but more than likely just create a shot for himself. That's been his game tonight. That's what K-Dub has been willing to kind of let him step in and do. Now you got to think, if it is him for the three, K-Dub's going to be all over him. He is, however, far from the only capable three-point shooter on this team. There are options for Southwestern.
Yeah, there really are. Southwestern, just an all-around talented ball club. Just being led by Clark and his just playmaking abilities.
Got to be aware of Justin DiMaria, 43% from deep. Fortunately for K-Dub, a couple of the other good three-point shooters on this team have fouled out. Andrew O'Brien shoots well from beyond the arc. His night's done. Wyatt Bell, same thing. We're going to find out right here and right now. Southwestern gets it in. Final 8 seconds. K-Dub told not to foul. Clark heaves it at the rim. It's an air ball miss. Stick back there. Do they get the shot off? No good! Kansas Wesleyan pulls off the upset. It's a clean sweep of the 9th-ranked Mound Builders behind a pair of masterpieces. 35 points for Jun Murdock, 31 points for Alex Littlejohn, and the Coyotes hold on to win it in